the only times I do use bad language is if the tobacco is mixed. And now on this...
And they use bad language.
Sometimes, yes. So we all do when we get angry, don't we?
Yeah,
now on this, let's turn around and take it this way. She says she works from 66. Now, there's some of the people here, I don't close doors or anything like this. They go out, they have their meals, they have their tea, anytime they want. Wait.
So, good evening. Tonight, I want to touch on a few issues. One of the issues is the issue of Maria Zome after the postmortem. I want to talk about President Hichilema's son. Since people are still talking about this, I want also to talk about the issue of Kasonde Mwenda. And then there is one more issue that I wanted to touch. I'll see if I'll have the courage to touch it. But this evening, first of all, I want to start by complaining. I want to start by complaining to the UPND. You know, by UPND, you are too comfortable. By UPND, you are too comfortable. You are too comfortable and very unprofessional. Very unprofessional. You are very lucky that there is no strong opposition. You know, there is no strong opposition that is able to give you a run for your time in government. There isn't that opposition that will give you, you know, that challenge. No, it's not there. It's not there. And it's not there, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's just not there. It's just not there. I'm part of the opposition, and we have challenges. We have challenges to take on the UPND. And the UPND has become complacent. You know, UPND has become complacent. But like I said yesterday, you need to be very careful, because in politics, anything can happen at any time. In politics, 2 weeks can be a long time to overturn things. Don't be too comfortable. Don't be too comfortable. And I'm saying this genuinely, not because of what. I'm saying this genuinely because I, for one, I don't want government to change in 2026. I don't want government to change in 2026 for the simple reason that the people that would go back in government, if we were to change government in 2026, I don't think Zambian people would benefit, because the people that would go, that are likely to get into government would be wrong people. The people around Edgar Lungu are still around, they're still around, and they are likely to be part of those people that would come back into government. At the moment, we don't have a team that can take over government from UPND. A totally different team. What we need a new outfit for Zambia. After UPND, we need a new outfit. We need new people. We need new blood. We need new people, really. But if we change government in 2026, the people that are likely to come back into government are the same people that were cutting deals and were stealing during the time of PF. These are the people that are likely to come in. And that would not benefit the Zambian people, because I see that the people that would come in would really just come in to make sure that they reap as much as they can. This is my point of view. So we need a bit of time so that new people, can come up and be the ones to take over government after UPND. Not the same people going back into government. That is one thing. The second thing is that UPND just came into power, and during this first term, they have just been like kind of busy consolidating themselves, putting this one there, putting that one there, putting that one there, putting that one there. And some of these people, a lot of them are very incompetent, so to say. Okay? Some of them, they don't even have experience. They're just coming in. But anyway, the whole point is that UPND has spent most of this term, trying to put that in place, put that one there, and whatever. And if a new government comes in, I mean, people, they also have to start removing these people, replacing them, and whatever. It is a mess. From my point of view, I would rather those people, incompetent as they may be, inexperienced as they may be, to continue so that, over time, they can learn and they can do something other than removing them. It will cost government to change, the people that are there to, those transfers and everything. No. It's not good. It's not good. If you love your country, you should not just be looking at, no, I'm in opposition. I want to become president. You should also consider, the country. Will the country move forward? I'm telling you, even if I were to take over government in 2026, it will be very difficult, to manage things. So, I would rather UPND continues. Brenda, Banda Peter, Anderson, it's true. We would rather, we are better off continuing with UPND. But as much as I am saying this, so it's not about me saying, no, I'm not saying this because I want to come back home, no. So, but as much as I'm doing that, there is a challenge. And what is the challenge? The challenge is UPND is too comfortable, and they are becoming arrogant. Now, one of the issues that I have, some of these issues that we are talking about, they shouldn't even be there. If only UPND was not too comfortable, some of these issues we are talking about, they shouldn't even be there. For example, this issue of HH's son. This issue was brought about by UPND themselves. They brought this, ZNS handled this issue very well. The guy was there, he did the training, he did the pass out without even being noticed. We didn't even know. There was among those people who were graduating, HH's son was there. We didn't even know. But from nowhere, UPND brought out this issue in a political manner. Very unprofessional. They brought it into the public domain. And now it is being discussed. It is now a subject of discussion, when this matter would have gone without us really, whatever. Or if they wanted, they would have handled it better. If they wanted to bring him out, they would have handled it better, such that HH would have been applauded for having such a disciplined child. HH would have been applauded for having such a disciplined child who would go into ZNS, do the training without, causing any fuss at all. Because most of the times we see these children of these public people, high profile people, we see how they behave. But this guy should be commended for an exemplary behavior. This is an exemplary behavior that many of us cannot even come close to. Many of us cannot even come close to. Imagine your father is the president, and you go into ZNS and you are eating those offals. You are going through whatever routines that are in there for you to train. I mean, the guy must be applauded, and no doubt about it. Most of you on social media, you get confused just because you are related to whoever, just because you have got a little fortune, you have got a little money, you get confused. But this guy, this is a guy whose father is not just a president, he's also a rich man. He's a rich man. Look at some of the high-profile children. What do we know them for? We know them for, braggadocious. That's what we know them for. Because they are ever, trying to show themselves and whatever. But this boy really must be commended for his exemplary behavior. But then, a child is not just a child's behavior. Mostly, it is as a result of how the child is raised. Most of us, we behave the way we do because of how we were raised. Most of us, because of how we were raised, how our parents treated us, how the community treated us. But to have a boy like him, a young man like him, well disciplined, it just shows that the parent is a good parent. It is very clear here that Hakainde Hichilema is a good parent. It is very clear here that, this boy was brought out, in a decent manner. He was taught good values. It is very clear. And these are the things, if at all there was something that Hamasaka wanted to bring out, these are the issues that he would have brought out, such that there is people draw inspiration. The young people draw inspiration. Those young people we see bragging, Nama dollars, what on social media, whatever. I mean, that is the example that would have gotten. Instead of what he brought out, he would have come up with a narrative that would have inspired other young people. But unfortunately, he just messed it up. Then, another issue is the issue of family. Hakainde Hichilema should have been praised for having raised a child in this manner. Or his children, because his children really, we don't see them behaving the way some of these other high-profile children behave. So even that one would have been an inspiration to family and parenthood. But unfortunately, they messed it up. And now, the whole thing is negative. And the way this is being discussed, it was not started by the opposition. It was started by UPND. This is an example. I'm talking about this as an example. And this is where I'm saying there is unprofessionalism. In UPND, people are thinking that, you know, you can just come, like the way I am talking. You just switch on a camera and you start talking. Or you just write anything without reflecting. Believe you me, when you are in those positions, you need to take time to reflect. You need to be very deliberate whenever you come out. You are in government. You cannot be taking it casually like some of us. We are not in government, so we can be careless. We can come out this way, that way. But for you, you are in government. So whenever you bring out something, it has to be good. It has to be good. It has to be good. It has to be checked. It has to be factual. It has to be balanced. It has to be inspiring. Not the way you are coming out. Many people in UPND, they go to the media, they go before the cameras without reflecting, and they just start talking. They just start talking. Ndamieva, even myself, before I open up my whatever, my phones to start talking, I do think about Leonaranda Palif. And I even, you know, put my mind to say, Naralanda, so I'll go like this, like this, like this. But, imwe, muisafe prukutu. Mwamba, uyu alelanda. No. You are in government, guys. The responsibility is huge on you. What you bring out must be sound. What you bring out must be professional. You must think twice. When you write something, before you post it, don't be emotional. Don't be in a rush. Consider it. How will this one look at different scenarios? You look at it. Then you come now to defend. When you are defending again, I mean, the way you are defending this issue of this young man, it is just something. Look at how many people are talking. The commander, the ZNS commander is talking. Tabukawana is talking. What minister is talking? Come on. You didn't need all those arsenal. You didn't need all that arsenal. I mean, and that's why Emmanuel Mwamba is really messing you up. Because Emmanuel Mwamba just throws in this part. And you go all over and Mwambo kula satasatafi. You know? Mwambo kula satasatafi. There are so many issues that really, I mean, you jump on and you start talking like you are possessed with some spirit. Uyalelandapa. Tabokawana, you are eloquent. You are eloquent, but what you are lacking is reflection. You are eloquent, Tabokawana, but what you are lacking is reflection. Before you come out, consider what you are going to say. Don't be a champion just to come and start talking. The president's son was given another name, a pseudonym. He was training under a pseudonym. Anyway, do you know the implication of that? Do you know the implication of that? Do you know the implication of that? Because what you are doing by giving such information to say, no, he was training under a pseudonym, you are simply inviting an audit on how this boy went there. You are simply inviting an audit on how this boy went there and how exactly this boy stayed there. A few pictures are not enough. Cases can be created. Who goes into ZNS to train under a pseudonym? Who does that? That is fraud. That is fraud. Who does that? This is government we are talking about. This is government. You don't just come out and start talking anyhow. Come on. I'm asking you, be reflective. Be deliberate. Know what you are talking about. Know what you are talking about when you bring out such information. I mean, be very careful. This issue of this son of Hakainde Hichilema, you are the people that have messed it up. I was watching ZNBC News and I saw Bishop Mambo, complaining to say the opposition must be talking about a development. But Bishop Mambo, for me, I am blaming UPND. They are the ones that are fanning, this negativity on on the government. They are the ones. Because they are very unprofessional. They are not, they think they are champions. They think they know how to talk. But you are speaking, you are government by UPND. You are not in opposition to be careless. Some of the statements that you are giving, this one says this one says this. Just on this boy, there are so many versions. So many versions. What was said during the ceremony, what was said, what Clayson said, what Tabokawana said, what the minister said. I mean, so many issues. So many. This issue is a very simple issue, and if only you had handled it properly, Hakainde Ichirema and this boy would have been looked at. We would have been looking at them as an inspiration. That young man we would have been looking at him as an inspiration for the young people. Hakainde Ichirema would have been seen as an example, as of a good parent. But look what you have done to this issue. It's a mess. It's a mess. Then, even the president himself, President Hakainde Ichirema, President Hakainde Ichirema again, these days is not coming out the way he used to come out. But really, there are also times when he also goes off tangent. He really goes off tangent. The issue of who is this one? Chipo, for example. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm being very honest. I want to be honest with you. I don't want to give you my teeth. I'm not a sycophant. No, I'm not. I'm not a sycophant. I am not a sycophant who just praise everything. When something is wrong, it's wrong. I need to tell you. And that is why those of you who keep saying, Tayali wants to come back, Tayali wants to come back. No, I don't want to come back. Because I know that at the moment, I don't think my UPND are ready to take the truth when you say it. I don't think so. They don't want. They don't want. So me, I want to speak the truth. That was a memorial. Yeah? That was a memorial. It was a memorial of two people, a couple that saved this country. How did their daughter come in? How did Chipo come in? How did Chipo come in? And this issue, for example, the issue of Chipo, I mean, this issue has gone already. When an issue is gone, why bring it up? Why bring it up? But you went and resurrected a dead issue. A dead issue. That issue was gone. And those are not issues that you want to prolong. No. Those are issues that at all costs as a government, you dismiss. You dismiss or you avoid to give them a limelight. But any little thing, ni press conference. Any little thing, ni press conference. Any little thing, ni press conference. What's going on? Any little thing, mpaka mwasuke. No, guys. Guys. No. I couldn't believe myself because I was watching that thing live. And there was a video that was circulating. I said this some time back. I made a comment when President Hakainde Ichirema told Chipo to stand up. I made a comment. And, well, that issue was like gone. But the president himself again brings it up. Brings it up. Why? Why bring up the issue of Chipo? In my view, it is not the opposition that are messing up Chipo. No, it is you people. It is you people. When people start, when Emmanuel Mwamba or Lydian Mutambo starts a issue, and you jump on it, you come, you start making press conferences. I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing? However, Evans said, have respect to the president. I'm not insulting him. Evans Muntanga. I'm not insulting the president. I am saying things as they are. And the president doesn't mean that he's infallible. He doesn't make mistakes. No. No. That is a nonsense I don't want. That's where you push me, off the cliff. That's why you push me off the cliff. Where you start trying to make people like they are gods, like they can't make mistakes. No, we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. What have I insulted? How have I insulted him here? To say give respect to the president. Yeah? Was it right for the president to bring in the issue of Chipo during the time of memorial? Was it necessary? Why? Why make Chipo, a center of discussion here at memorial? Why? 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 And I shouldn't talk about that. That's why I'm in exile. That's why I'm in exile. Because you don't like the truth. But me, I'll always tell you the truth. Surely that issue of the president bringing up Chipo, Pan Canada, it was wrong. It was wrong. And I am begging that please, can we let the young lady just be? We can't keep on dragging her name. We are messing her up. She's young. For goodness sake. For goodness sake, she's young. And these are not stories that should be gracing the presidential address. No. No, these are not issues. But President, you cannot convince people when they start accusing you to say, no, you are sleeping with this one. No, you can't. You can't. You just ignore these things. Let people talk. Some of these issues, you don't have to go in there. You don't have to. You give them life. You give them credibility when you bring them up on a platform like that one. But that is the way of being impassive. Being impassive where you just stand up and you start talking. I mean, please, learn to write points. Learn to write points. I'm telling you, learn to write points. You write 2 points. I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about this. And don't go with the temptation of speaking, like you are so wise. No. Unfortunately, yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are a very intelligent man. You are very articulate. But you need to be very careful on what you bring in when you are speaking off cuff. You need to be very careful. You need to be very, very careful. Some of these issues, and especially if they relate to other people, you need to be careful. You need to be careful. Really, that issue was not necessary. And these are some of the issues that I'm talking about to say self-sabotaging. Self-sabotaging. The other issue is this issue of Edgar Chagwalungu. This issue of Edgar Chagwalungu, it's a competition of information. It is a competition. Who knows what? Who knows what? The issue surrounding Edgar Chagwalungu, it is a competition of information. We are getting things from the courts and disseminating to the people. And the people are anxious. They want to hear. And remember UPND, you are on the back foot. Makebi Zulu and his whatever, they are very quick to disseminate information. They are very quick to disseminate information. But Imwe, you are very reluctant. I must tell you, this is an issue of public interest. It means that you need to bring out information. You need to fuse in information. You need to control the narrative. Issues relating to public interest. You make sure information is disseminated as quickly as possible. Because if you don't, somebody else will throw in that information. Will throw in information. Will throw in their own narrative. And Imwe, you are always on the back foot. I have been struggling because I'm not in South Africa myself. I'm not in South Africa, I'm here. And I need to know, what is going on there and talk to people because people, I mean, they are expecting. So what is going on? Can we go on Tayali's page? And if you were UPND, you were clever, you would be giving me information. This is not privileged information. This is not confidential information. No, it is what is happening in court. It is public. But Max Muwe, please talk to Max Muwe. Max Muwe should be talking to me. But Max Muwe, I have got a larger following than you. I have got a larger following than you. So you cannot just ignore me. Because some of you people are thinking, no, Tayali is talking to UPND. I'm here telling you that by UPND, it is difficult. It is becoming difficult for me to work with you. Because number one, you are self-sabotaging. Number two, you are overconfident. Number three, you don't seem to recognize who has got the influence. You don't seem to recognize. You don't. You are so much reliant on yourself. But some of you, there are even certain things that even if you say it yourself, people will not listen. You need to understand this. Not anyone can say whatever it is and people listen. There are people that people at least ngalanda baumfuako. Some of you mulande, you can have 3 hours of press conference. People will not really listen to you. And it's a fact. This is just what it is. So certain information you quickly run to those that at least to you ngalanda bantu balaumfwa. Number imomo Chilufya, you know, every day my press conference yen, Ngamwako my press conference yen, or you go live. Just look at the people that watch you. Nibangawa mitamba. What narrative do you change? Ngamwalanda, some of you, when you speak out, what narrative do you change in the public? What? Mwamba is messing you up. Emmanuel Mwamba is messing you up. And you need somebody that can counter properly. You are, it is about, you know, because Mwamba has positioned himself that, you know, he has the information. He knows it. And people are listening. Trust me, look at how he has grown since he started that you know, broadcast of his. You are not handling things well. You are not handling things. Max Muwe, give me a call. I'm saying it publicly here. I've been looking for your number. Number whatever. I've been sending messages. It's not going through. So I don't have your number, but you have my number. Contact me. You were in South Africa. Why were you in South Africa? Why were you in South Africa if you cannot disseminate information? Why were you in South Africa if you cannot disseminate information? You were in South Africa so that, you know, you can disseminate information. And you disseminating information is not just you coming out of court, kirikiti, mwalanda pananikane, with a few media, mwalabako, at you have done your job. No. You need to do much more. People are thirsty for information. People are thirsty for information, and if you don't feed them, they will go and get it elsewhere. So by UPND, please organize yourselves. Organize yourselves for you. Self-sabotaging. Look at the issue of Maria Zome. This is another self-sabotaging issue. This is self-sabotaging issue. Maria Zome, I mean, this is an adult, an individual on her own. But look on social media. I don't know if you are checking. I don't know if you read social media. Maria Zome is, and you know, they are doing, UPND's PF is good. They are linking now, Zaromesi, Naka in the Ichilema. Have you seen the pictures of Maria Zome with Haka in the Ichilema? It is becoming political. It is becoming political. They are linking her to the president. But what has Haka in the Ichilema got to do with Maria Zarome's issue? I mean, let's just be honest. What has Hakainde Hichilema got to do with the Maria Zarome's issue? What? But of course, you can't blame the opposition. For them, I mean, they need to create propaganda. But this propaganda will not be dismissed if there is no counter, if there is no good strategy to handle this matter properly. If you don't handle this matter properly, here kwa Maria Zome, it may take some stake from the presidency. Maria Zome, the issue is that this woman, a crime happened at a farm. A person died. And surely the public, especially when the president is dragged in, there must be information to the people so that people can delink the president. But there is no information that is coming out. I was watching ZNBC because I wanted to hear if Rhea Monga has issued a statement after the postmortem. The first statement which they brought out was a useless statement. Talking about, acid, whatever, wanted to pour acid. And today they ran a story on ZNBC. A woman has been caught with acid. And in the minds of the people, it's like you are linking it to, this boy wanted to pour acid on Maria Zome. And today, a 38-year woman has been caught with acid. In a way, you would think that, maybe it is connected. But it is not connected at all. It is not connected at all. And, I mean, that woman, the police are saying they have arrested. I mean, when did acid become a prohibited substance which somebody cannot have? When did acid become a prohibited substance which somebody cannot have? Why is ZNBC talking about this woman being caught with acid? Is acid a prohibited substance that somebody cannot carry? Yeah? Why? But you see, this is the amateur. This is the amateurish way of handling things. They want to cover up the death of this guy with the issue of acid, with a stupid story of this woman who was innocently carrying acid. What is a crime carrying acid? When did carrying acid become a prohibited substance that you should not carry? When? Acid is sold everywhere. It's sold Pama filling station. What? It's sold in Muma stores. So what is that? But they are trying to link it up to, they are trying to play with the minds of the people. But these are stupid antics which people can see through. You are not helping this story of Maria Zome. And you coming up with those kind of narratives. You are just making things worse. You are making things worse because people will see that, I mean, this is nonsense. How can you be talking about a woman carrying acid instead of talking about Maria Zome and the postmortem that has carried out? Because that story, because Maria Zome is linked to Mwangala Zarome's ECZ chairperson. And of course, Maria Zome, I mean, somehow she's linked to the president. There are so many pictures where Maria Zome has taken pictures with the president. There is this link. And because of that, people who are sharp, they would endeavor to make sure that they give correct information. They give correct information. Not the nonsense that you are bringing up of acid. We have a young man who died, who has been murdered. And you would have taken that matter seriously, and report accordingly. Report progress to show that no, there is no bias. To show that there is no bias. But here you are clearly showing that there is bias. You have arrested, I don't know if it's 3 people or 4 people. But Maria Zome has been left. Why has Maria Zome been left out? Why? Because, I mean, people will buy those pictures. Oh, because she's connected to the president. Oh, because she's connected to the ECZ chairperson. Why has she been left out? Why? Tell me, Imowaka Pokola, why has she been left out? Why has she been left out? Why has she been left out? Why has Maria Zome been left out? At no, she was not involved. Number 1, this thing happened at her property. A person was killed at her property. That is number 1. So she becomes a suspect. Whether you like it, she becomes a suspect. Number 2, Maria Zome is clearly heard in that video. She's interrogating that boy. She may not have, no, she did not participate in beating the boy. But she's clearly heard interrogating that boy. And what is the state of that boy? The boy is tied and the boy is complaining. Mwanimanga maningi. The rope is too tight. The boy is being tortured. As Maria Zome is asking her questions. How can you say Maria Zome is not involved? Eh? How can you say Maria Zome is not involved? We can hear Maria Zome interviewing the boy. When the boy is in a position whereby he's being tortured. Eh? How can you say Maria Zome is not involved? How? How can you say Maria Zome is not involved? It happened at her property. Maria Zome, no, she's the one that they wanted to pour acid. Number 3, Maria Zome is present when this boy is being tortured. How can you say Maria Zome is not involved? Because she's present. She is present when this boy is being tortured. How can Maria Zome be left out? How? Eh? How can you do that? So, this is self-sabotaging because surely the best that you can do, you know, as a government, even if you want to favor that Maria Zome, you would have arrested her and the information should have gone out there. Imagine if today, after that post-mortem, imagine if ZNBC had carried the story of these people being arrested. Unfortunately, there was no even story on ZNBC. Even for those 4, there was no story. ZNBC, because the president is being drawn in, because the chairperson of ECZ is being drawn in, ZNBC was obliged to cover this story so that you delink the president from this nonsense. You show that what President Hakainde Hichilema talks about to say, when you commit a crime, you are on your own. You show that Hakainde Hichilema's government that is not biased. That is what you do. That is what you do. There is incompetence. There is incompetence. You would have covered this story. You should have been covering this story to show that the president is not involved. Mwangala Zalomesi is not involved. These people are independent and the police are working professionally. But you are not. And so, where will people now get information relating to Enoch? Tell me, Imwe, you are not the government. The president is being, pictures, people are flashing pictures of Mwangala Zalomesi, of Maria Zome with the president. And you are not covering the story. And Maria Zome is not arrested. And you are not telling the people why. Because, okay, fine. Let's try to be objective. It is true, it is possible that she may not link to the crime. But how are we going to know? How are we going to know? If you don't give us the information, how are we going to know? There are pictures flying all over. Mwangala Zalome is now president. Mwangala Zalome, and then she's not arrested. And then you don't give any information. What will people conclude? What will people conclude? And if tomorrow Emmanuel Mwamba is on broadcast saying, you know, this government, they are shielding this person because this person is linked to the president, is linked to ECZ and blah, blah, and blah, blah. Who do you think people are going to believe? Do you think people are going to say, Mwamba wabufi, Emmanuel Mwamba wabufi? Eh? Because Emmanuel Mwamba really is cutting you in pieces. And you are lucky I am on your side. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. You are lucky this time I'm on your side. Because really, I mean, it is more fun to be against UPND. It is more fun to be against UPND because there is so much to work with. There is so much. You have got so much information, so much, you know, at your disposal. But we are on your side. It's very difficult. You can't even give us information. You go to South Africa and you are not giving us information. So why are you going to South Africa? Why are you going to South Africa? Eh? Because you are supposed to give information. Maria Zome, why haven't you arrested her? Why haven't you arrested her? You have to know that public opinion is very important. Public opinion is very important. Especially when it is being politicized. These are issues that build up. These are issues that build up. You know, it's like you are just pouring in a cup. You are pouring in a cup. And at the end of the day, they overflow. And that overflow is where people now rebel against you. Don't take it lightly. These small issues, these are the issues that build up. Such that at the end of the day, people become frustrated to say, Awana botuanaka na wo. Because of the issues that have been coming up. And not being handled properly. This issue of Mangala Zaromes, why should Hakainde Hichilema come in? Why? Why should Hakainde Hichilema come in? But yes, he's coming in because you are not doing the right thing. And people, in the minds of the people, they will be convinced. If you are not arresting Maria Zome, why are you not arresting Maria Zome? Tell us why you are not arresting Maria Zome. Why are you not arresting Maria Zome? Tell us. Some of us, we are open. We are open. We want to hear. If there is some truth of some sort, yeah, then we will understand. We will say, oh, okay, yeah. I mean, there it is. And we can even join you to help, to say, oh, they clarified. But as it is, why is Maria Zome not arrested? Maria Zome was present when this boy was being beaten. She was present. Maria Zome, this thing happened at her property. Maria Zome, she's at the center of this to say she's the one that they wanted to pour acid. How can Maria Zome be left out? Why is Maria Zome left out? Why? So it's really sad. Anyway, I'm not talking too much today. I think I've made my points. I wanted to talk about the issue of Kasonde Mwenda. But I'll leave that for tonight. I don't want to mix up issues too much. I don't want to mix up issues too much. So I'm opening phone lines. And this is what you have to know about me. Ine, it is just the truth. I just follow the truth. It's not about what. Kukonga vivintomo fidi. Uyu Mwangala Zalome suyu. Ala milete, ananikane, Maria Zalome, ala mileterela. Ala mileterela. Ala mileterela Maria Zalome. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. There are many ways, even if you want to favor a person, there are many ways that you can favor a person. You can arrest her, give a statement, she has been arrested, and go and put her at Ridgeway, where at least there is a mattress, you know. She can even find a boyfriend at Ntwankane there. There are ways that you can handle these things, not the way you are handling by UPND. You are taking things for granted. And I can tell you, this is how things build up in the minds of the people. Leronich, Milonich, Milonich. At the end of the day, people will be like, we are tired of these people. We are tired of these people. Where's that phone? Oh, sorry. Where is it? Sorry, the phone was off. I'll put the phone off. Oh, guys, around politics, you need to be very careful. You need to be very careful. You don't have to be too comfortable. You don't have to be too comfortable. You don't have to be too comfortable, especially with the social media. Today, I'm going to what's in that. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, yes, but
Yes, sir.
how are you?
I'm okay, thanks.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes. I just want to talk on the issue of Maria Zome. Issue, the video is clear. Yeah? Maria Zome is head. His head is rotating.
Yes.
The boy is even complaining to say, Manimanga Mani, maximum point, very money. Maria Zome gives an instruction to say at Mumasuren point, Mumange 40.
Exactly. Very good. Mumasuren point, Mumange 40.
Mumange 40. Are those not instructions?
Imagine.
Even in war, it is the commander that gives a word of command to fire.
Exactly.
By the end of the day, we see generals being taken to ICC.
Yes. Not the entire soldiers, but the general.
The general, the army commander, the so-called the president, they are the ones who appear for ICC because of the role they played as commander.
Yes.
So, in this case, Zome is the owner of the property. Are you telling me that the Nigerian guy can act without the consent of Zome?
Imagine.
Honestly speaking, I would have used the chair or priest, but he's somehow sarcastic. But according to Jewa is that Kwavene swakulira koma aite. So on this issue, it is clear if they want to shoot the Zome and use her as a state witness, even the workers themselves, they will be very foolish to accept that. If I was one of the workers, it can be the first person I can mention.
Yeah, and
to be honest, I
yeah, and I think this should go to the families of the workers. The family of the workers, they should encourage their relatives to be honest. Because if they think that Maria Zome will do what, those people will go in for a long time and Maria Zome will remain. That is the issue. Munesta aspire. Munesta aspire. Are you aspiring?
Then the other issue, Tayali, is hello?
Yes.
Kaiba president walila tandakinga waive ngombe niki ngabakora kuonani kujere nichikusanga kamada mwawe na wangita mikupo.
Go on with the other issue.
The other issue is on when you started the direct talk with Tayali in terms of phone in. That was somewhere around the February, March 2023. Before that, it was just direct talk with Tayali.
Or is it
Then, in terms of phoning in,
is it 2023?
in terms of phoning in,
It was much earlier.
yes, phoning in is 2023.
2022.
When I
started.
I remember sending you a text.
Yeah, but I started in 2022.
Yeah.
2022.
I remember sending you.
Go ahead anyway.
I remember sending you a text to say, if you continue, what you have done is something very good because people are able to express themselves. And if you continue in this path, you will be a household name by June. If you remember someone writing a text like this to you. So, and indeed, it happened, you became a household name. Like every time when it's 20 hours, people rush to social media just to listen to you.
No, thank
According
you.
to our political setup.
Thank you very much for following me.
So, otherwise, you became a household name. So, what I can advise you is,
no.
You suit our political setup.
No.
So, fight your battles. Leave other battles for themselves.
Thank you.
A lot of people.
Thank you. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, Mr.
Good evening.
Yes. For me, my question is on the thought that was done on the deceased young man and how the case has been handled. A good example I can give is what happened with Mr. Mukawa, where they deflated or punctured the bus. He instructed his guard to puncture or to deflate the tires of the bus in his premises. But he's the one that went to jail, not the guy that actually even did it. Yeah. So the owner of the property cannot
be left out.
Cannot be overlooked in this matter at all.
No.
Yes. No. Thank you.
Thank you very much. No, it is not making sense. It is not making sense, and I am insisting that it is such issues that self-sabotage a government. When you start handling these matters of high public interest in a very vast manner, you are causing trouble for yourselves. Hello?
Chilufya Tayali Mulishani.
Wina from Mulishani, man.
Bueno. The second time ukulanda na imwe.
There. Please, go ahead. Hello?
Shouldn't she be charged as well because she was there?
Hello?
Maria. She should be charged because she was there.
Yes. She was part
when
of
the whole
group.
thing was happening, she was there. She was interrogating the boy.
Yes.
So why hasn't she been charged? She should be charged with something.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
It's what, and it's true what you're saying. What you're saying, because the only reason why she hasn't been charged is because she's UPND. And I don't care, because that's how everybody's gonna say it. I have so much respect for Bahakainde, but nomba bamba kokulanchita turn off.
You see, you hear that?
She should be nabo balindiro kumulonga nawo udya Maria. She was there when when they were beating that boy. It didn't matter if she didn't participate, if she didn't beat the boy, but she was there.
Yes.
And she could have stopped it. Would you win it? She had the powers to stop the whole thing. And I like, no,
yes.
You know what I mean? But she encouraged it. She saw them beat up, and she kept quiet. Well, necessary to my mother.
She's part of it. She's part of it. She should be charged together with all those. She's not even an accessory. She's not even an accessory.
He needs to open his eyes because all this is gonna come back when he runs. People are gonna remember everything. Because I support Hakainde. I don't support everything that he does, but on this one he's wrong.
No, they are very wrong. No, thank you, my sister.
Okay, well, sure.
Hello?
But it's wrong.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayali.
Yes, my brother.
Yes, this is Phil calling from Livingston.
Okay, please go ahead.
Yes, you know, UPND should be thankful to you because you are giving them free consultancy. And unfortunately, the UPND have become big-headed.
Yes, they are becoming big-headed, huh?
You know, yes, Hamasaka and his team are doing a disservice to UPND and the president himself. And the most painful thing that I've observed now is that you politicians, I don't know why, both the ruling and the opposition are taking us Zambians for granted because you think we do not think.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, even us now, the poor, are losing confidence in state institutions like Zambia Police because the way they treat cases is far too different. A poor person would be treated differently. Look at this issue now we are discussing. It's very unfortunate. UPND must man up. Not talk with the Mbobo. Thank you, Mr. Tayali.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayali. How are you, sir?
Fine, thanks, sir.
All right, I have 3 points. You know, that is up to the time. But let me comment on.
Your line is not very good. I don't know why.
All right, can you get me now?
Yes, much better. Hello?
All right. Yeah, so I was saying that I've comment on from what has and
cases that come in with high public interest by UPND. This is what I'm asking you. Cases that come with high public interest, you need to run with them. Politics is about publicity. Politics is about publicity. That's all. What keeps you in power is what you say to people. Every day you need to convince people. Every day you need to reassure people. You need to renew the confidence that people have in you. Every day. Every day. That's what keeps you in power. Hello? Hello?
hello.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Ted.
Good evening.
Oh, my contribution is the issue. Well, I personally feel where someone's life is concerned, seriousness needs to be applied. Unlike certain issues, getting bread and impact a new at the lunch. As much as that boy's deeds were wrong, being caught in the act of stealing, taking the law into their own hands is equally unacceptable. Because as far as I'm concerned, Zalome is having been a part or witnessed the whole happening there, makes a part and parcel of that crime.
Absolutely.
And And where the apprehensions started, she needed to have been locked up as we speak. Because if it's going to, if the law is going to follow financial stability of people, then it is really unfortunate for us, the poor, who are financially unable to battle with these people. Postmortem clearly says that boy was beaten badly. And in the video, the lady's voice was clearly heard.
Yes.
So she needed to have stopped that thing immediately. Or alternatively, she should face the law as well.
She definitely has to face the law. There is no two way about it. She has
so,
to.
and like the previous scholars mentioned, I feel UPND really needs to stand up and voice out this issue. Lawlessness must not be allowed by all costs in the president's voice.
Yeah. No, thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you so much. I submit.
Hello? Hello?
Watayali wakamba mulishani.
Wina family.
Ya wakamba kale na myumpira.
Oh. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Yes, please.
Yes, Mr. Tayali, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Oh, yes. So, that issue, Maria Zome, it's unfortunate that Maria Zome is still shooting. So, Maria Zome...
Please you just speak directly in the phone. Please, when you call, just speak directly into the phone, not putting it on loud, because we get the echo and it's difficult to hear. There are people that are saying, what has this got to do with the president? The president is not involved. The issue here, why we are talking about, we are bringing in the president, or why people are bringing in the president. Number one, the president is, the commander in chief. The police are under the president. The police are under the president. And in this case, people are taking advantage of this case and politicizing it. That's why they are posting pictures of Maria Zome with the president. Now, you can't stop the opposition from acting in this manner. The only thing that you can do is to give adequate information such that it shows that the president is not shielding this person. But so far, with this behavior of the police, it is implying that President Hakainde Hichilema, he is, shielding Maria Zome. Unfortunately, the only way you can delete the president is by making sure that you do the right thing and you keep on updating people. Hello?
Hello?
I hope the network will be better this time. Hello?
I hope so too. So I wanted to comment on two things. Yeah, so the first thing, you talked about coordination in terms of communication from the UPND government. There is so much disorganized in the way they communicate. If you've noticed, Max Mue is too emotional. Again, the government spokesperson is also too emotional. You're going to find that Max Mue is this side talking. Then the same time, the government spokesperson also is also talking. So I don't know how they expect people to listen to both parties, you understand? And even how to put information, it's difficult for people to get what the government is doing and what the government intends to do. Again, when you look at the president, it's also difficult for him to be advised because I think vamdala na vye nakula bashati basunga akantu kumutima nga basunga akantu kumutima ni should be just speaking on the same thing. That's why you noticed even issue of Chipo keeps on coming. I'm sure you talk about it even next time.
No, I pray that Hakainde Ichilema will never speak about Chipo again. I pray. I am praying. No, because really, I mean, that was unnecessary.
It was uncalled for. Then the issue of this Zaromes, look at, for instance, we have a lot of precedences to refer to. Look at Wamumbipiri. If that man was killed when Wamumbipiri was there and he was shot, are you telling me two people can shoot one person using one gun?
No.
It means Wamumbipiri was there watching. So even this same person, she's supposed to be arrested. If they want to save this person, they can do what they did to Mumbipiri. You get my point? So the problem is these people, they want to show it, to say they are now in power and they can defend whoever they want to defend, that they can punish whoever they want to punish. That's what people are deducing from whatever is going on. So it's really unfortunate, and we don't have people like you, for instance. You are a very big politician, but you don't have resources. It's very unfortunate, Mr. Ty, that you don't have resources. But if you had resources, I think you know how to put information for people to consume.
Yeah.
So those are the two things I wanted to comment on.
Thank you very much. Hello. Hello. Yes, please.
Tayali mulibwanje.
Bwina mulibwanje.
Ndichabebwele. Issue ya Zalome idasebanya government ya UPND ngatwali care. Because the way they are trying to act on this one, Mangati Zalome is innocent. But Krista compare na maisha ya Madam Piri, it's more like same. So this time Zalome Piri can Zalome done. In the funny can kalamu masewa this time around. So there is nothing that they are trying to justify by giving my.
Well, let me comment a bit. Pali kesi ya Mumbipiri. Kesi ya Mumbipiri is different from Maria Zaromes. I know Mumbipiri. What you are saying is that Mumbipiri was arrested because she was there. Okay, but then if we are to learn from what happened before, kesi ya Mumbipiri justifies that Maria Zaromes should not be arrested. Because you don't want Maria Zaromes to be arrested and then only to be acquitted. Okay? No, just because Maria Zaromes was, just because Mumbipiri was arrested, then we also want Zaromes to be arrested. Now, the issue is that Mumbipiri, she was acquitted. So do you want to arrest Maria Zaromes to suffer in jail and then at the end of the day be acquitted? My issue is that the cases are different. Why are they different? In the case of Mumbipiri, the circumstances are different from the Maria Zaromes issue. In the case of Mumbipiri, somebody was shot, and Mumbipiri was accused to say, "You were there. Can you tell us? Can you confirm? Can you be a state witness?" That's why Mumbipiri stayed. Otherwise, we will charge you together. But she did not participate. Now, in this instance, Zaromes, number one, this thing happened at a farm of Maria Zaromes. Number one. Number two, Maria Zaromes was present when this person was being beaten. This person was not shot. This person was being beaten, and she was there. You see? She was there. She should have stopped it. But she didn't stop it. And then we can even hear her to confirm that she was there. we can hear her in the video. She's interrogating the boy. So she is the boss. The property is hers, and these are her workers. She is the boss, meaning she's the person in charge. So this one, Maria Zome,
She's the one instructed those guys who were beating the boy.
yes. Because if she had instructed otherwise, the boy would have been alive today. If she had stopped them, everyone would have heard. But she didn't. Instead, she was encouraging them. So that's why the case of Mumbipiri and this woman are totally different.
I see, okay. And now, these are the results in that Munpatenga law. I think these are the results now.
Exactly.
Because like the people, they don't know the reason why police exists. So now, in this case, let the police do their job to support their president or to support the boss. Now, their boss, I mean.
Exactly.
Because if they outsmart this case, meaning they keep in command.
Exactly. That is a point.
Because
our president.
Because in fact, the point that presidents are more involved, but are more involved because the president is more like a complex of every citizen.
Exactly.
So now, if it's the police, the one who's supposed to maintain peace and law, they are behaving in this way, like trying to put Zalomesh as like no. So I mean, boss man, away from command. So they are no. So they have to do their job professional.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Exactly. That is the link. That is the issue. And especially where you have pictures of this person with the president. I know the president takes pictures with many people. But unfortunately, when there is a propaganda, those people who are charged with making sure that the presidency is protected, they must do their job. They must do their job. The police must do their job. The information disseminators must do their job. You are messing up the president. This is not Hakainde Ichirema. But it is you people who are charged with the responsibility to do the right thing. You are the ones messing up the presidency. Don't start looking to say, hey, this one, hey, this one. No. It is you people who are charged with that responsibility. Bakapokola, you are messing up the president. It is not the opposition. You are messing up the president by not doing the right thing. By not doing the right thing. Do the right thing. And you people who are involved in information, disseminate information. Let people know what is going on. Don't always be on the back foot defending yourself. Be, lead the way. Anyway, I think I will end here. I will end here. I'm sure the message has been gotten. Bye for now. May God bless you. May God bless Zambia. Bye.